going on? I'm here in beautiful Florida. I love Florida a lot. I think I'm gonna move back down here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move back down here. But last night I saw for the first time. No, it was 2 nights ago. I saw for the first time the video of the George Floyd guy who was killed. And then last night, was it last night? No, I think it was this morning. I was watching Young Pharaoh, and I saw the video of the cops surrounding, well, not literally surrounding, but they were outside of the cop killer. Oh gosh, not the cop killer, but the killer cop. They were outside of the killer cop's house, protecting him. That cop who killed Mr. Floyd. And to my surprise, it was a whole lot of policemen out there. Just a lot of them. You know, trying to protect one guy who clearly killed someone. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you will know that I don't like cops. I do not like police. I don't like them. Yes, I know it's not all of them that are bad, but in my world, I would say, to be politically correct, I would say 85% of all police are bad and rogue. Okay, so give me a second. My exit is coming up, she said. Yeah, she is the GPS. Anyway, just to be politically correct, I would say, 85% of all cops are bad. But if you leave it up to me, I would probably say 90%, 92% of them are bad. But I don't like police. And the biggest problems in the world come from the 3 P's. The 3 P's. Not peas that you eat, P-E-A-S. But the 3 P's, the 3 letters, and that is, okay, stay to the left. Okay, here you go. The 3 P's are, and they're not in any particular order. They are police, pastors, and politicians. They are the biggest problems. Yes, criminals, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Criminals are on that list, but there wouldn't be no criminals if it wasn't for politicians. Right? And cops too. That one is kind of tricky, the one with the cops and criminals. But anyway, the 3 P's are the biggest problems in the world. Now, cops are in there because what a lot of people don't know, especially the sheep, is that the police incite violence many times. Even where I'm from in Jamaica, if the place is too quiet, you have police who will go to 2 rival gangs communities and they'll fire shots, and that will alarm the gang members, and they'll think that they're under attack from a rival gang member when it's really the cops who are doing it. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing here, like with the police who left the shoes and the guns over there in Chicago. Police do some things here, some divisive things here, to try to set you up, to catch you stealing or whatever the case may be. You know what they do. Lie on black men, torture them into confessing to murders that they did not commit. You know, like the guy up there in Chicago that I forget his name. Is it John Birch or something like that? But there's a host of problems that comes with the police. And one of the biggest problems that I have, especially here in America with police, is this blue wall of silence. Where I see police protecting other rogue police. Why? So are the police really for the people? Because I don't see police as people who are for the people. I see them as oppressors. I see them as an extension of oppression. That's how I see them. I don't see them as humans. As a matter of fact, when I go into the grocery stores and I see police buying food, I'm always surprised. Even right now, if I go into Target or Walmart and I see a cop buying food, I'll be appalled. Because I keep asking myself, why is God eating food like humans? Because that's how these cops operate, as if they're gods. I don't like cops. Will I use them? Of course I will. My tax money pays them. But I don't like them. And if I've said this before, and it's something that I mean, when I hear a cop die, I never feel sad. I've never felt sad for a cop dying. I don't care if he has a family. I've been through so much shit with cops. I have no sympathy for them. You know, and they abuse their power so much. I don't have no sympathy for them. If I see a cop dying, and it's up to me to save his life, he's probably gonna die. Because I'm just gonna walk by. And that's just me honestly speaking. I've seen cops do some horrendous things. I've experienced them do shit to me. You know, my cousins, my brother. You know, I've seen stuff, man. I've had cops threaten me. You know, that type of stuff. And I'm not just talking here in America. I'm talking in Jamaica too. So I really don't have sympathy for them. And when I saw that video of them at the house protecting the guy who clearly killed the black guy on video, I mean, I'm just scratching my head like, what more do we need to see? Why do we keep running to the cops? Like, why do we put trust in them? They were protecting a murderer. And get this. If you're a cousin of a criminal, you can be arrested. I forget what they call that law. Is that like the RICO law or something like that? If there's like a crime ring and you have connections to them, you might not be a part of the crime, but you know these people and you hang around them, you get arrested. So who is arresting these cops who are protecting a killer? A killer cop. Why aren't all these cops going to jail? You know, this shit is crazy. I was watching the video and I'm like, I can't believe this. They're out there protecting this guy. If this doesn't wake you guys up, I don't know what to say. Because my only wish is that black people will stop the twerking, stop the bickering and the arguing, wake up, galvanize, and fight for our lives. Because clearly we're under attack. Clearly. And honestly, we shouldn't be trusting anyone but black folks. Even though not all white folks are bad, you shouldn't be trusting anyone but black folks, and the black folks who are not coons. The black folks who are not coons. Because really and truly, if you ask me, I really think we need to clean house. And we need to start with the black people who are fearful. We need to start with the simps. We need to start with coons. We need to get rid of these people. Seriously get rid of these people. You know, because we have to do something. We're under attack, and having weak people among us, having people who believe everything they see on the news is not going to cut it. They're going to be anchors. They will produce doubt and spread that among us. That's what happened on the slave plantation. Doubtful people brought the negative energy, and the negative energy will dissipate all the courage. We're under attack, people. I'm not the first person to say this. I won't be the last. You know, but I don't think we should be putting any trust in any police right now. Because we saw all those police standing right there in front of this killer police house, protecting this guy after he was on tape. Well, not on tape, but he was on camera, kneeling on somebody's neck for about 9 minutes, and he ignored all the pleas of these other cowardly black people recording it. He ignored it, all the pleas, and he stayed on the dude's neck until he died. And for the guy who recorded this, I mean, it's a bittersweet feeling, but bro, you're a coward, bro. You're a coward. 2 cops standing there, and none of these cops got punched. 2 cops standing there, and no one shoved that cop out the way. That Asian guy nobody shoved him out the way, and then get to the cop who's kneeling on that dude's neck and shove him off the guy. Nobody did that. I believe that a law should be passed, whereas, because I see this many times, and I think this should change, whereas if a police stops someone, right, as citizens, we should be allowed to stop over where that site is, where that cop has pulled over someone or something, and check to see if everything is okay. Because many times I'm driving on the highway and I see a black guy being pulled over, and there are like 4 or 3 police cars. I don't know. Police are the biggest cowards. I don't know why they need 10, 12, 100 cops for one guy. You'll have like 3 cars, 4 cars surrounding one car on the highway, and it's only one guy in the car. And there's like 7 police out there, 4 police out there. And then everybody's just driving by, just looking and driving by, going about their business. A law should be passed, whereas if we see this, the citizens have a right to pull over and to check to make sure that everything is okay with the person being pulled over. Because many times you drive by and we leave that person on the highway with all these cops, and the cops harass, harm, or do something evil to that person they pulled over, especially if it's a black person. Because many times I'm driving by on the highway and I see that, and my mind goes crazy, because I'm like, what are they doing with that guy over there? What are they gonna do with this black guy? So I'll be driving for miles, and I'm concerned about that black guy I just passed on the highway, surrounded by 5 cops. You know? So I think a law like that should pass, enabling citizens to stop and check up on the welfare of the civilian, you know, being questioned, or pulled over by cops. That's what I think. I think Donald Trump should pass a law like that. But anyway, I'm here at Target. Gotta go. I'm out. Peace.